Hey everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I wanted to show you my favorite products from April. I've only got 4, but they are 4 that I seriously love, so I can't wait to tell you about them. The first, if you saw one of my recent videos, it was my Sephora haul. You saw me talk about this, and this is the Saint Tropez Gradual Tan Everyday Body Medium to Dark. And it said in this video, or in that video, that I normally am not a fan of gradual tanners. I'm not a fan of self-tanners in general, usually. They're kind of like a necessary evil. I don't want to go out in the sun and tan, and I definitely want some color, but I have really good self-tanners that are the best that I've found, but they all kind of still make your skin smell the second day. And they're kind of annoying because you have to plan it out, you know, exfoliate before, and then if it has a tint, some kind of a tint to it, then you have to wash it off before you go anywhere, and you can't shower 4 hours or more. You know, it's just, I feel like it's a lot of planning around it. It's messy, and they smell. So, and all of those reasons are why I normally don't like a gradual tanner, because it just extends that. I would rather do it once, get the color I want, and be done with it, then do it every day, smell like self-tanner every day, and then often by the time the color has built up to what I like, it's starting to wear away and get blotchy. All of that to say, I like this gradual tanner. I had a deluxe sample size that I got from Sephora, more than a year ago, and kind of like used it here and there. Mainly, I would use it on my face just a little bit. It's kind of out here. It's more like a gel consistency. It's not so much a lotion, and it has no color, which I really like because I don't need to see where I'm applying it, and I don't really like having, when something has a color, you have to wash it off before you can go anywhere, and I don't really like having to do that. So I love this because I get color pretty quickly with it, like 2 days in a row, and I have a nice color that I like. And this is the only self-tanning product that I have ever tried that does not smell at all like self-tanner once I'm using it. They all smell good when you're putting them on, but you know that next day, it's just a gross smell and you feel like everybody else can smell it. This has none of that at all. And mainly I've been using it just kind of on my chest here. I've used it on my arms a little bit. I did notice a little bit of blotchiness, but it was so subtle, nobody else would have noticed it. And I think that was more because it's a gradual tanner, I feel like I'm much sloppier with it. I just kind of slap it on, but it is still a tanner, so I should be more careful with it. But on my chest, I love it because I'll get out of the shower, put this on my chest, I can get dressed a couple minutes later, and I don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna smell, it's not gonna smudge, and it just gives me really nice color. And it lasts really well, so really recommend this if you were looking for something like that, and if you're kind of like me and don't always like self-tanners for the reasons that I just said. So this next item is something that I got from the Sephora VIB sale in November, the one that they have at the end of the year, right before Christmas, and I haven't used this much. Well, I didn't really use it at all till recently because it's just not a color that I use in winter. And this is the Dior Rosy Glow Healthy Glow Awakening Blush in the color Petal. And it's got this really pretty mirrored compact. And then on the inside is this little brush that I'll never use. And then that is the color of the blush. And it is super bright and looks kind of crazy, and I think it's supposed to kind of adjust to your skin a little bit. It's what I have on now. But I love this. I usually love a brighter blush in spring and summer anyway, because I think it's really natural and just looks like a natural flush. But here's what it looks like on my finger, but that's not what it looks like on my cheeks. You can see what it looks like. The reason I love this so much is because it really looks like a natural flush. I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's just not powdery at all. Like as I'm applying it, it doesn't look like I'm adding any product to my skin. It just adds a little bit of a flush, and it's incredible. Like it has no shimmer, it has no powderiness. It doesn't look like it just doesn't look like any more makeup. It just looks like I've been running a little bit, or, you know, have a really pretty blushed look to my cheeks. So For that, I really love it because in spring and summer, I want really natural looking, fresh faced skin, and this is gorgeous. And don't let that color scare you because it really does look natural. An oldie but a goodie. I don't even know how many times this has been featured in my favorites over the years, but it's something I get away from, I always come back to. I always know I like it, but I like to try different things. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. It's the original. I get it in Very Black. I was using some different combinations that I still really love, will definitely still go back to, but I had one of these in my extras and decided to pull it out and use it, and it is just so good. It's what I'm using today. I just love that it builds so much volume. It separates. The more I go over my lashes, the more they separate, the more volume. I hate when a mascara is too wet and it clumps them all together. This just separates. It makes them look so full and fluttery, and it's not too dry, not too wet, and it keeps my lashes a little bit curled. I've been using water-resistant mascara for months now to keep my lashes curled, and I love the way that looks, but then it's kind of a pain to remove at the end of the night, so I love that this, I mean, they're not going to stay perfectly curled like when I first curled them, but it doesn't make them go totally straight either, and then it's so easy to take off at the end of the night, so love this. Oh, and I can use it on my bottom lashes too, and it won't smudge or transfer at all, so that's big plus. And then my last favorite is the OPI Nail Polish Live.Love.Carnaval, and this was from the Brazil collection. This is a super saturated coral shade, not neon, but I mean really bright and beautiful. It's a cream, which is my favorite consistency, and I just love this. I have this on my toes right now. I've put this on my nails several times. It's just, coral is definitely my favorite nail polish shade in summer. It's just, it goes with everything just about. It is so pretty and so feminine, and this is probably the prettiest coral I own. It is just so saturated, so bright and gorgeous, and just really, really pretty. It's really eye-catching, so highly recommend that. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick up a backup, and I have tons of nail polish, so I do not pick up backups because I know better than that I'm not gonna go through polishes like that, but this is one that I don't ever want to be without. It is so pretty, so I am gonna pick up a backup of that. So those are my favorites from April. I'm just loving that we're in May. May just feels like you're kind of over a hump. Like, you know, April's definitely spring, but it's still, you know, can be really cold. It's been really rainy, but May is just like, man, bring on summer now. And it's like the days are so much more beautiful. And May is also, it's always been one of my favorite months because my birthday's in May. Actually, there are 4 birthdays in the first half of May in my family. It's Ryan and I have our birthdays in May, my brother and my niece, and then it's Mother's Day. So the beginning of May is totally crazy, but I love it, and I just love, you know, it's time to plant flowers and be outside and be doing stuff. So just really enjoy it. But let me know what your favorite products are lately, and if you have any recommendations for me, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.